Good afternoon, yogins. My name is Amanda Shepard, and welcome to our next installment of Play Along Practice. These practices are pretty strong, and they generally tend to evolve organically, so we'll see where we go today. Try to keep it to 90 minutes. Sometimes I go a little bit over, maybe sometimes a little under. I don't know. Starting to feel like fall here, so I have a sweater on to start, and I've got my friends, the props, 2 blocks, strap, and blankets. If you don't have those things, that's okay. You can use books for blocks if you want to use them at all, like a hand towel or something for a strap, and any kind of cushion or couch cushion, or like not a couch cushion, but like a throw pillow or something will do for a blanket as well. I'm gonna start in a nice seated position. So it was Diwali this past Monday, and holiday all about lightness overcoming dark. So I thought we'll start with some kalabati breathing, which kind of fires up the nervous system a little bit. We'll do 2 rounds of 54 each. Couple ujjayi breaths, allow the breath to become nice and even. If you are pregnant or you've just had a meal in the last 3 hours, you're prone to dizziness, you're going to skip kalabati breathing. You don't need it. You just keep a nice ujjayi, even breath. Just work on that. Allow the spine to get nice and long. Maybe let your sits bones knit together so you can sit super tall. Maybe on your next inhale, you're just going to breathe to the low ribs. Hold. Draw the perineal floor together. Find your throat lock. And we'll do 54 short bursts through the nose. There are tiny inhales in between. Breathing out after your 54, maybe holding the breath out for a moment and then allowing yourself nice, juicy inhales and exhales. I'm going to switch my legs for the next round, taking a couple recovery breaths, a couple preparatory breaths. Breathing into the low ribs, hold. Short bursts at your count, 54. Couple recovery breaths. And I'm going to start to kind of ignite the body with just some seated cat-cows, hands around my knees, still sitting on my support system. And I'm going to take 10. Seated cow, exhale, cat. Breathing out heavily or vigorously. vrksasana arms. I'm going to switch my feet again. Unwind the handstand. Exhaling on the cat position. Mukha arms the other way. I'm going to unwind, take my seat in, take my seat out, place that off to the side. And then I'm going to start to take some cat-cows here. Maybe sit bones towards your heels. If you need to move a little differently, just warming up the spine. Coming through center, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Adho, vrksasana, downward facing dog. First one of the day for me too. Whatever you need to do to let yourself get comfortable there. Lifting the hip points up into the front torso as I reach out through my heels. Maybe lift the toes. And then belly to spine, shoulders over the wrists. Come forward to your plank pose. Hold here. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, let's roll onto the outside edge of the right foot, inside edge of the left. Reach that left arm to sky and overhead. And notice where you are. Maybe draw that left hip point forward. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here, and as I exhale, heels to sky. Keep reaching with that left arm and float that right leg. Breathing here. Hand down, open the hip. Couple hip circles each direction. Looking over under your left arm, see if you can see your toes. If you want to challenge the balance, you can reach up at the right arm, maybe. Find your ankle or your foot, and maybe finding another back bend. Keep grounding through the big toe mound of that left foot. Gently release. As you exhale, step that right foot up next to your thumb. Try to keep the heels of the hands down when you do that. Left knee to the floor, reach those toes away. Take the hands to the thigh. Breathe into the back of the body. Scissoring the legs together. Finding your perineal floor lift. Engaging Mula Bandha. Lifting up. Knit your thumbs together. Draw your ribs back and try to connect the stars overhead. Nice straight arms. Exhale, open your arms like a cactus. Inhale, arms to sky a couple times. Third time, reaching towards the earth. And then as you exhale, come on forward. Left arm to the floor. Bend the left knee, heel towards the outer hip. Maybe invite a back bend again. And find your lizard pose, ustrasana. Any variation you like, strength. Reach the heel back, flexibility, chest to the floor. Make sure there's no wrinkles on that right inner ankle, or that left inner ankle, sorry. No, right inner ankle. Breathing here. I'm coming up to my fingertips and walk that heel toe, that right foot over to the left. Rolling the left inner thigh to sky. Scooping the belly in, breathing into the back of the body. Nice passive pigeon prep. The exhale and come on down. Let your arms relax. Maybe interlace your hands behind you if you want to add a little extra, little internal rotation of the shoulders here. Then if you want to invite an active back bend, you're going to lengthen your tailbone, scoop your belly in, and see if you can lift off that thigh, breathing here. Hands down, adho handstand. Belly button over the knee, sternum over the toes. Right foot to floor, tuck the left toes. Plank through a vinyasa if you want one. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So this is the second one. Maybe start to refine. Lots of energy underneath the index and thumb, wrapping the triceps back. Energetically draw your forearms towards each other. Reach back with that left hip, open the hip a couple times. Look over under your left arm, see if you can see your toes. Or your right arm, sorry. Maybe reach back with the foot. I'm going out of order, aren't I? Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, left hand comes down. Find that vasisthasana variation. Reaching that right arm up and over. Pay attention to your right hip. Drop towards the right side of your mat. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Find your plank. Keep the right arm forward. Keep reaching back with that left leg. And then bring the hand down, then open the hip. Sorry about that. And then from here, once again, if you want, you can reach back and see if you find the ankle. Good, bring that left hand down, step the left foot up. Right knee comes to the floor. We're gonna reach those toes away. Breathing here, taking your time, move into the pose if you need it. Hands to your thigh. Breathing into the back of the body. Arms to sky. Connect your thumbs the odd way. Scoop the back of the body back, and then just rake your hands across the sky. Breathing here. Cactus arms. Inhale up, exhale, open. Fingertips towards the floor. And as you exhale, find your ustrasana, your variation. And again, you want to work strength. Use that back leg. Hug the leg muscles to the bone. Use the quadriceps to lift the thigh up. And if you want to work more on flexibility, come on down. Chest is in line with your heel. You want to find a back bend again, you can reach back. Draw the right knee in towards your outer hip, kick the foot into the hand. And as you exhale, bring that hand back down, heel toe that left foot over to the right. Rolling that right inner thigh to sky, walk your hands in. Keep scooping the belly in. Nice passive opening here. You can always place a blanket underneath that left hip if you want, right? Exhale, come on down. Keep your alignment. Maybe interlace your hands behind you, opposite index finger on top with the hand so it feels weird. Internal rotation of the shoulders. Keep scooping the belly in as you lengthen your sternum. This feels really good in that left hip. And I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to come up into a more active back bend, scooping the belly, lifting the chest. Hands come down. Ardha Hanumanasana. Belly buttons over the knees, sternums over the toes. Breathing here nice and easy. I'm gonna set that left foot down. Step back through vinyasa, and then I'm starting to generate a little heat, so I'm actually going to find vrksasana and get rid of my sweater. place it over there. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, let's come on forward. Hips right over the knees. Keep the belly scooping in. Sits bones drawing together. And I'm going to walk my hands out for a puppy pose. Forehead down, wrapping the triceps towards the floor, belly in. Keep walking it out. Good, nice deep inhale here. I'm going to walk it back. Lengthen the tailbone. Come on up, balancing on the shins, using the top of my feet on the floor. I'm going to inhale, reach that left arm up and around, and just see where I land. I might take the hand to the low back, reach that right arm up and over. Pat yourself on the back with the right hand, find gomukhasana arms. Come on up to stand. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here. Right hand comes down, reach that left arm off to the side, threading the needle, drawing that arm through. Walk the right hand forward. Wrap the tricep towards your face. Any variations you like. I like to tuck the right toes, reach that leg to sky, and once again, see if I can find that back bend. So my shoulder head is actually forward, and to find the back bend, I'm going to bring the foot behind me. Straighten the leg. Right hand forward, right shin comes down. And I'm just going to refine Balasana legs and stack the left hand on top of the right to open the shoulders a little bit. As I push down with my hands and pull back, it feels like my shoulder blades are lighting up like a diamond. I'm going to refine my all fours. Glide my hands forward once again. This time I'm going to let my thumbs come together. I'm going to keep the elbows off the floor as I reach out, maybe chest and chin. Come on back. Root to rise. I'm going to reach that right arm up and around. Let's see if I can find something, right? Try to square your chest. And reach that left arm up and over. Keep the hips forward. Breathing here. Gomukhasana arms. Reach back. Right palm faces out. Left palm, pat yourself on the back. Coming on up, root to rise. Left arm down, right arm to sky to the side. Exhale, thread the needle. Draw that arm through. Walk the left hand forward. And tuck those left toes. Maybe reach the leg back, turning the toes out. And I might just easily find the ankle or the shin. If you want more of a back bend, you're going to walk your hand up closer to your knee. Left shoulder heads forward, and I'm lifting the hand, reaching the hand further back to invite the back bend. Belly's into the spine. And you see your toes. Gently release. And bring that hand down. Sits bones glide back to Balasana. Right hand stacks on top of the left. Push down and pull back. Breathing here. Bring my forearms down. I'm going to interlace my fingers and tuck the toes. Inviting a dolphin pose. Shake your head yes and no. If you're a pretty established practitioner and you know it's fine for you, get my bun out of the way. Bring the top of the head down and just walk your feet in, hips over the shoulders. Come on up. Salamba vrksasana, supported headstand. Shoulder blades to sky. Breathing nice and easy. You can play with any foot variations you want. Right. Exhale. Come on down to your shins. Get those knees in nice and close. And once again, any ustrasana variation you like. Maybe reaching back. Come on up. Plant the palms, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Adho, mukha, downward facing dog. All right, belly button to spine, shoulders over the wrist. Find that vasisthasana variation, any variation you want, on that right side. And then I'm gonna reach my left arm across the floor as I come down so I can open pectoralis minor. Nice deep inhale here. I'm gonna glide that hand out as I come down towards the earth. Rolling onto that left side body, bring the right foot behind you. Maybe both feet to the floor if you need it. You can reach back with your fingertips if that's available to you. Back to center. I just want to reach my arms forward, wrap those triceps down, and get the idea of pulling the belly button to the spine. My pubic bone's on the earth. Rolling our thighs to the sky. Keeping that belly button in, nice and lifted. And then allow myself to find a Sphinx pose. Pubic bone again is still on the earth, belly button's lifted. Your palms to the floor and pull back if you're comfortable in your low back. Maybe walk your hands in for a deeper variation. Walk your hands in a little bit more for a deeper variation. Still keeping pubic bone down. Exhale, adho mukha, downward facing dog. Belly button to spine, shoulders over the wrist, finding that vasisthasana variation on side two, reaching, right arm up, and again, we're gonna glide the right hand out across the floor, open pec minor. I'm gonna bring that hand out to the side. As I come down, I wanna negotiate my bookshelf case. Breathing here. Left foot behind me, maybe right. I need this shoulder stretch every single day. This pec minor one. Ah! Hey, Shumai. That's my dog. She's a Shih Tzu. What you doing, pretty girl? Sphinx variation, walk your hands in if you like. Keep your glutes relaxed. In fact, you can play with this. You can tighten the glutes and then relax them and notice how much space it makes for your sacroiliac joint. Maybe walk your hands in again. And it's interesting, you can bring your big toes to touch. And find an Urdhva Mukha Svanasana variation. Exhale, come on out. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes and no. And any way you like, just bring your feet to the top of the mat. Small steps, big step, mini hop, inversion, whatever you want to do. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Wrist circles as you come on up. Namaste. Maybe take a moment in your Tadasana, breathe nice and easy. Hope you don't have too much fussing to do. Wait a little. Maybe lift the toes, relay them back down. And Surya Namaskar A. Reaching up. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, extend to neutral. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Notice what your body likes to do, right? Your toes need to turn out, you can allow that. Really comes from our hips. But if it's interesting for you, see what it feels like to roll your inner thighs back. You can play with it, rolling the inner thighs out and in, and find your happy place, right? Three to 5 breaths. When the body's empty of breath, you're going to bring the feet forward. Steppers left foot. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Wrist circles if you do them the other way. Exhale, Samastihi. Let's take 2 more Surya Namaskar. Any variations you like, feel free to work them in. Chi with my toes a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, I always reach back at the right one first instead of rolling over them properly. It's a habit. Can you pay attention to your torso so that all 4 sides of the waist are even? And that will ensure that the discs between your spine are nice and neutral. Ready to absorb. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, nice and light. I didn't get my arms straight that time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Reaching up. Samastihi. Last one. Ground you down to your right leg. Lift the left knee nice and high and cross it over for Gardasana. Left arm under right. Breathing here. Keep the tailbone long. Some of us do a back bend. Draw that out. Good, nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Open to a number 4. Keep your arms as you, sink those hips back. Funky Utkatasana. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, twist towards that left foot. So you're twisting to the right. And maybe allow that left arm to come into the longitudinal arc and reach up with that right hand. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, reach those arms forward and then plant the palms going towards Ekapada Galavasana. Snuggling the shin into your left armpit. Wrap those right toes around. Kick your butt with your right heel and reach that leg back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take that vasisthasana variation. Maybe you want a different one this time. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 1. Coming on up. Notice where your hips are. So I'm at an angle here. I want to straighten my hip out. I'm going to step the right foot out to the side. Breathing into the back of the body. Coming forward to all fours and take my twist the other way. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Opening up. Good, nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, unwind. Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, adho vrksasana, downward facing dog. Reach my right leg to sky. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as I exhale, I'm coming forward to all fours. Bringing that left knee down, chest between the thumbs. Just see if I can place the toes on the right knee. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to push back up. Step up with the right foot. Standing split, left leg to sky. You're welcome to stay here. If you want, you can place your palms. You can even open that left hip if you want. And maybe play with handstand. So my shoulders are just beyond the wrists. I'm looking right in between the heels of the hands. And I'm going to try and just keep this leg bone moving into the socket on that right side. Lifting up a couple times. And of course, try to keep your arms straight. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Reaching up. Namaste. Breathing here. Energy into the left foot. I'm going to lift that right knee nice and high. And cross it over for Galavasana. Right arm under left. Breathing here. Tendencies to do this. Draw back. Take a nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, number 4, setting up for funky utkatasana. You're going to keep the arms. Keep that right foot flexed. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to twist, bringing that right arm inside the right foot. Maybe fly the arms. Look up to your thumb. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to reach the hands forward and then place them on the earth, hugging those toes to the outer arm. So use your toes here, snuggling that right shin in the armpit. Reaching the sternum forward to kick my butt. And then reach that leg back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vasisthasana. Any variation. Step that right foot up. Vrksasana 1. Making sure the back heel's on the earth, nice and even with the front toe, rolling that left inner thigh back. Nice deep inhale here. I'm going to take my twist to the other side, reaching that left arm forward. I'm going to lengthen all 4 sides of the waist. Trying to let the left front ribs face the center. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to unwind. Move it through your vinyasa, taking your time. Inhale to back bend. Exhale, adho vrksasana. Connecting with your breath. Reaching that left leg to sky. I'm going to bring the chest between the thumbs, right knee to the floor, and see if I can touch my left
leg with my right toes. Elbows in. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, push back up. Left foot steps up. Maybe keep the heel of the hand down, not like I demoed. Standing split. And this might be enough for you. You want to play with an inversion. Plant your palms. Forearms towards each other, biceps away from each other, triceps to the back of the room, gripping with my fingers. Trying to keep that left leg close to the body as I maintain a straight arm. Easier said than done. Adho Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Coming on up. Vrksasana, exhale Namaste. Breathing here. Soften the shoulders. Maybe shake your wrists out a little bit. You can do some circles. Woo. If your hands get tired, you can strengthen the hands. Why don't we do that? Keep your elbows by your side and keep nice, easy ujjayi breath. And then just flex and point the fingers like you're scratching your dog's butt, right? Looks like that. Nice, easy breathing. Hopefully you feel the top of your hand working. Vrksasana. Exhale, bring energy to the right foot. You're going to lift your left knee and cross over for Gardasana. Left arm under right. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Funky Uttanasana. Sit back. All right, sit bones moving towards the back of your mat. Where the wall and floor meet, find your twist. Here you look up. Exhale, plant your palms for Ekapada Galavasana. Make sure you have enough room, you're not going to crash into your couch. All right? Benefits of home practice. And hold, 5 breaths, nice and slow. Vasisthasana, any variation. Vrksasana 1. Inhale into your pose. Exhale, invite your twist. A lot of people need to pivot that back heel for this twist. If that's you, do it. That would look like that, all right? Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, plant your palms. Try to keep the legs straight. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Reach that right leg back. Chest between the thumbs. Left knee down. See if you can find your foot. Maybe walk your foot a little higher up the leg. Push up. Step up with that right foot. Standing split. Maybe that's where you're at. You have your hands on blocks if you want. Tops of the hands to the floor, stretch out the back of the wrist a little bit. So again, I want to keep this leg close to the chest. It's super hard for me to do, a lot easier for other people. And as I'm letting this leg move into the socket, I'm going to keep reaching with the left big toe mound towards the sky. Keep energy underneath the index and thumb and the fingers. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. For circles to come up. Exhale, Samastihi. Breathing here. And reach those arms to the sky. Really reach out of all four sides of the waist. Energy into your left foot. You're gonna lift the right knee nice and high, cross it over, Galavasana. Breathing here. Exhale, change the legs. Number 4, funky Utkatasana, reaching back with those sits bones. Inhale here, feel the body inflate with air, and then use the body leaving. Exhale to invite the twist. Fly the arms. Breathing here. Lower the sits bones, the easier the twist is, promise. Unwind, setting up Ekapada Galavasana. Inhale, sternum forward. Reach back, 5 breaths. Vasisthasana, any variation. Vrksasana 1. Now different hips look different in that pose. For me, a full straddle is pretty challenging. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, lengthen in or extend into your twist. Keep reaching that right sits bones towards the back of the room. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Be honest, as you try to keep that right leg straight, if it needs to bend, allow it, right? Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Reach the left leg to sky. Chest between the thumbs. See if you can bring the foot. Elbows in. Lift the shoulder heads off the floor. And then push into your hands. Step that left foot up. Standing split. Again, you want to play with an inversion. You're welcome to do that. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold. Wrist circles to come up. Vrksasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Breathing nice and easy. I'm just going to check the time. Wait for a minute. All right, we did 4. 3 of the variations. With your next inhale, bring the energy to the right foot, draw the left knee to your chest, find your Garavasana. Breathing here, and we're going to open straight up to Uttita Asta Padmasana B. So legs going to go out to the side. Reach the arms out to the side. Knee goes out. Find your pose. You're probably facing the side wall. See if you can wrap your left hip under. So you're facing forward. Look over your shoulder. Look forward. Bring the foot forward. Dancing Shiva. Looking back at your left fingertips. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Let's find a, keep the sternum over the toes, wrap your elbows in, breathing here. And then swing that leg back, Virabhadrasana 3. Gonna plant your hands, standing split, or if you like, find an inversion. Breathing here. Now we're gonna go to Chaturanga Dandasana. If you're moving from standing split, you're just gonna step back. You're in your inversion, little pike, chest forward, feet back. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring the right forearm down, left arm comes in, wrist in line with your elbow, my fingers face out a little bit. Lifting the left leg, I'm gonna come onto the tippy toe of that right foot, plug the right leg bone into socket, and find your funky ukkatasana. Find your funky pinch up. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna bring the shins to the earth, nice and gentle, landing on the top of the foot. And invite an ustrasana. Tailbone towards the back of the heels, opening the heart, maybe finding your feet. Keep those hips forward. Root to rise. Good, breathing here. Let's cross the right ankle over the left. I'm gonna open a Jani Shirshasana and left knee out, folding over that right leg. Sternum over the toes. Bring that left arm behind me, and I'm just going to open up to a seated Vrksasana. Reaching out with that right leg. I'm going to find a twist. You might stay here. This might be plenty. Maybe fold into the pose, reaching that right hand for that left hip or even ankle, and reaching that left arm overhead. Rolling the chest to sky. You want that right rib cage to get a nice even tan with the left. Breathing there. Looking up. Gently release. As I exhale, I'm going to bring that left leg forward. And I'm just going to rock the baby a little bit. And you can do this just by grabbing the foot or grabbing the shin. Same stretch, right? Just getting some mobility here. Breathing here, reaching out through that left inner knee. I'm going to close the knee joint and bring the heel in towards the right side of my belly button. Flexing the foot, wrapping those toes over the thigh. Right toes turn out. Right? Ardha Padmasana. Reach around, maybe find a grip. You can invite a twist here. And then straighten forward or find neutral forward. Come on down. Breathing here. So I'm just going to bend that right knee and maybe open that left hip to the side. And just see if I can bring that heel in towards my belly button. If that doesn't work for your body, don't do it. All right, breathing here. Nice deep inhale here. I'm going to reach my hands forward. Wiggle around, find your sits bones. And see if you can find a clasp. And maybe you can snuggle your toes around your arms, push your palms into the floor, find a pendant pose, variation. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to back up on my mat just by pushing my hand into the floor. I'm going to come on forward. Lengthen your tailbone towards the floor behind you. So really scoop it. Keep the belly button into the spine, just to keep space for your SI joint and allow yourself to extend forward. Staying on your forearms makes this much more of a stretch. Some people like to bring their chest down, but you really lose a lot of the work in the pose. I feel like get a lot out of it with my forearms on the floor. you'll feel this on the back of your legs, like kind of the lateral side of the hamstrings. You soften the shoulders. Good, walk your hands back in. I'm gonna bring the right shin to the floor. I'm gonna reach my left leg across like a number 4. I'm standing on my legs, and I might tuck those right toes. It makes this more accessible. Just this variation of ustrasana, if you want it, you can stay upright. Breathing here. I did this last week. I don't do this all the time, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna reach that right arm up and around. And then reach that left arm straight back. Exhale, come on out. I'm gonna step the left foot up. And then the right, inhale, extend the spine, exhale, fold. Shake your head, yes and no. Maybe grab your calves to pull up on the skin. All right, try to make sure you're over your ankles and not back here. You're a straight line. Do that, I'm gonna lift my hip points in. Energy towards the ball of the foot. Root to rise, coming on up. Exhale, samastihi. Energy into the left foot. Gonna lift the right knee. Inviting vrksasana. And then we're gonna open up to Utthita Padmasana B. I'm gonna cross my fingers, it'll kick the bookshelf. I'm gonna reach my arms out like a T. So you're opening out to the side, soften the shoulders, plug arm bones into sockets. You can see space for my neck. I want the work to be under here. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. Reach it out. Notice if you morph to the side, scoop that right hip under. Maybe the heel goes forward a little bit. Look over your right shoulder. Look forward. Now bring the leg forward. Dancing Shiva. Look back at your right fingertips. And then let that right arm scoop underneath, and then the left. Find A. Breathing here. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. You can stay here, you can find standing split, and if you want to play with that handstand to chaturanga, come on up. Chest goes way forward so you can land in your pose, right? Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left forearm down. Right wrist in line with the elbow, shoulder distance. I'm gonna reach back with that right leg. And try and lift up. Keep that right elbow in. My shoulder decided to give up, so I'm gonna try that again. So I want to push the forearm into the floor. Use your core to land on the shins, hopefully lighter than that. And then come on up. Find your ustrasana. Come on up and bring the left ankle over the right. And come to seated. That side's always harder for me. Janu Shirshasana, reaching that left arm, left leg forward. Belly button over the knee, walk it forward. So you want a nice straight spine here. It's not about finding your knee, it's about lengthening. Sternum's going over the toes. inhale, come on up. And I'm gonna open up to a seated vrksasana. So I'm gonna roll onto the left side. Keep this knee joint closed, the heel staying close to my sits bones. Breathe here. Left ribs rolling towards the right, reaching for the thigh with my left hand, so it's kind of like thread the needle, right? Let the elbow come down, reach that right arm to sky, maybe overhead. Trying to get that nice even tan on the chest. Breathing here. Lengthening through the sideways, especially on the left side. Couple more breaths. Reach that right arm to sky. Allow it to lift me up. And then I'm going to come right into rocking the baby. Breathing here. This Hindulasana, I think it's called. Right. Getting here, so I'm going to keep this knee joint closed. Right, heel is in towards the groin, and then I'm just going to, like a saw, I'm just going to saw across with the heel across that left leg and wrap those toes around the thigh as much as I can. If you feel any pain in your knee, you're going to come out of this. And then the left toes are going to turn out. Right? Think like first position or even fifth position in ballet, right? Find your twist and then straighten out. Allow yourself to twist the other way, finding the belly button over the knee, and walk yourself forward. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine, including your neck, so it's not jacked up, right? You want a nice neutral neck. Inhale, come on back, and I'm going to fold the left knee. I might open that right knee out to the side, and if it's easy for your outer knee to come down, you probably have enough space to reach that right leg up. The knee joint's closed, right? Nice and safely closed. Breathing here. I'm going to reach the arms forward, wiggle around, find my sits bones, and lift the legs. Bring them into your chest and see if you can find a clasp. Breathing here. Try not to round. Sit up tall. It's not too bad if you round, but most poses we're looking for Tadasana in the spine. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. I'm going to try and hug the toes to my outer arm, plant my palms, and lift on up. Then I'm going to bring it down, and I'm just going to maneuver on my mat so that I can come forward. Oh, I didn't offer this on side one, but if you want, you can try and balance here, right? So I'm flexing my toes. I'm using the toes to hug in, right? Energetically drawing my knees towards each other. I'm going to keep my sits bones reaching towards each other, belly in. Engaging Mula Bandha. Let your gaze focus on something that won't move. Maybe a little bit, right? And then come on forward. Everything lengthening, scooping the belly in. Now, the lumbar spine's going to curve a little bit here, right, into its natural position. See if you can keep the belly in so you can keep your low back safe as you extend forward. And again, forearms on the floor, you get much more out of this. It's much easier with the chest down. And I'll walk myself back in. Bring the left shin to the floor. Reach that shin back. And then just have a number 4 leg with that right knee across the left. I'm going to round here, right? So it's like a cat. And then use flexion to find my extension. Lifting up. You can tuck the back toes if you like. Keep lengthening the tailbone. Get well tucked in. Maybe reaching back, try to square the chest and reach that right arm up and over. Exhale, come on out. Gently come out of that, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Shake your head yes and no. A couple inversions in lotus. Maybe you're open for that. First one will be salamba vrschikasana. It's probably the easiest one. Now, if that's not available to you, you're going to stick with dolphin or whatever else you want to work on. If you're not doing inversions today, I'm going to have you find a wall. This isn't exactly a wall, but we'll pretend it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wide angle forward fold and then reach my arms up. Super relaxing. So legs go pretty wide. I'm going to bend my knees, scooch in. Oh, it's super weird with the bookshelf, but you want your spine flat on the wall. All right, I'm not going to demo this as the bookshelf because it's too weird for my neck. I'm going to turn you a little bit towards the glass door. I'm going to demo it here. All right, so I'm going to come in pretty close to the wall. Feet nice and wide. I'm going to bend my knees. Bring the spine to the wall, head is hovering, and then reach up with your arms super relaxing. No pressure on the neck or the shoulders. And then come on up. When you're ready, you can stay there for a long time. And to come out, you're going to bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and come on out. Okay. One contraindication to that posture at the wall is you can get short in the diaphragm, right? So you want to scooch to the side to come in and not round like that, okay? Another inversion you can do is just dolphin, just walking the feet in. If you're ready for salamba vrschikasana, top of the head comes down, you're gonna walk your feet in. And come on up. And then to find your lotus, I'm gonna keep reaching up with that left foot, fold the right knee, close the knee joint, open the knee out to the side, and see if I can bring that heel in as high as I can on the leg, and then reach that inner knee away. Left toes turn out. I'm going to bend the knee, do some ankle circles to snuggle that knee in. Get it nice and tight, use your toes, and then reach the knees towards the sky. Trying to get a nice line. Breathing here. Shoulder blades to sky. If you like coming on out and coming down any way you want, you can pike it down. Tops of the feet to the floor, shins. Coming on up. Back bend if you want it, only if you want it. Maybe you let the toes come a little closer together and see if you can take a twist or reach back, make an X with your hands. Come on out. I just threw that in there though. I'm going to take the same thing to the other side. All right, so salamba vrksasana, you're going to do the left leg into lotus first. Coming on up. Reaching up with the right leg, I'm going to bend the left knee, open that knee out to the side. Try to get the heel pretty close to your sits bones. Closing the knee joint. And open the knee. Bend the right knee. Snuggle those toes in and try to reach your knees straight towards the sky. Breathing here. And when you're ready to come out, nice and gentle. Come on out. If you want, you can undo the hands, palms to floor. Nice deep inhale here. Kick your butt with your heels. As you exhale, scoop that belly and bring those knees in super, super, super close. Try to keep the toes lifted. Follow vrksasana. Maybe. It's hard that last second at the end. Breathing here. Okay. Next one, let's try handstand. I didn't really do too much forearm. What am I doing time? 107. All right. Let's try handstand. Push the floor away. Finding your pickup. Oh. Want to take the back bend out of the pose. Maybe let your hands come a little wider. Keep reaching out with the left toes. Bend that right knee. Reach the knee away. Oh. Probably need to not talk during it. Breathing here. All right. Shake it out. Try one more time. Oh, can't keep my arms straight today. Breathing here. So that's the key, is keeping your arms straight. My arms keep bending, even though it's micro bends. It's just harder to keep a hold of the position, right? I'm gonna try one more time. Feel better. I'm gonna try the other side again one more time. circles, come on up, or vasisthasana. Exhale, Namaste. Just take a moment in your Tadasana, maybe walk to the top of the mat. And reach up with that right arm, absorb the right ribs into the side body, take a nice lateral stretch. Keep reaching out through the left side waist. So see how this is crunchy here? I want to lift up out of that and keep reaching. Back through center, lengthen your tailbone. Shoulder blades lift the heart. Don't worry about how far it is. It's just a counter. Exhale, diving in. Separate the knees, shoulder distance. Reach around, take letter C's and connect them to your calves. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms to the floor, lengthen the sternum. And Padmasana, shoulder pressing pose. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take this to Ekapada Kaundinyasana B. So scissors. Reach out with that right leg, kick your butt with your left heel, and reach it back. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Wrap your triceps down, bring your forearms to the floor. Roll your inner wrist down. Gonna reach that right leg to sky. Pinch Mayurasana coming on up. Hopefully you'll feel pretty easy at this point. And let's take Scorpion. Keep your feet, keep your legs nice and straight as long as you can. Looking towards your fingertips. And then when you can't keep them straight anymore, bend the knees and point and flex the feet. Push into your forearms, bring your chest through towards your thumbs. And flex and point your feet again. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take this to ustrasana, right? So you're going to use your core, nice and light. Come on down. Breathing here. Hands to the floor. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And bring your feet to the top of the mat. If you want to do something fancy, go for it. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms out and up. Exhale, Namaste. Oh, I need to do that ustrasana with the arms the other way. All right. Interlace your hands behind you with your wrists crossed, shoulder heads forward. Lengthen your tailbone, open the heart. Breathing here. Try to reach your hands off your back. And then take it the other way. Crossing your hands, interlacing your fingers, lengthening your tailbone, trying to lift the hands off the back of the body. Open the heart. Come on up. You're going to reach that left arm to sky. Absorb those left ribs into the body. Maybe find your wrist. And reach out of that right side waist. Let your palms come together. Reach out through your index fingers. Come on up. Exhale, open. And then next exhale, diving in. Breathing here, Ardha Uttanasana. Separate your feet hip distance. I didn't forget, totally did. Bring your hips to your thighs. Reach your hands through. Shoulders underneath, palms behind you. Sternum forward. Vrschikasana, the other ankle on top. Squeezing those legs into the upper arms. Sternum nice and forward. Try not to shrug your shoulders here. Really want to push away. And then Ekapada Kaundinyasana B, scissors. Reaching that left leg out. Kick your butt with your right heel. Reach it out through your vinyasa. Exhale, adho, mukha, svanasana, downward facing dog. Wrapping those triceps back, elbows coming down to the floor. If you need to bring your shins down first to bring them down together, go ahead and do that. Totally awesome. Roll your inner wrist towards the earth. Pinchamayurasana. Feathered peacock pose. Lifting up. Playing with vrschikasana if you want, or hollow back if you prefer, whatever you want to do. As you exhale, see if you can find ustrasana. Use the core. Keep pushing away with your forearms. Bring the knees down. Nice and light, as light as you can. And opening up, ustrasana. Root to rise. I'm gonna let my toes touch. And I'm gonna cross my hands behind my back in the way that feels weird. I'm gonna keep my tailbone lengthening and reaching back for the heels. Hips forward. Root to rise, coming on up. And as I exhale, I'm just gonna come down to seated. And I'm gonna check the time. Oh, 1:18 already. All right. Hands behind your knees, you're gonna roll it out. Setting up for bridge pose. If you want a little more grip and you're short like me, take the leggings off your heels. Palms down, push into your feet, lengthen the tailbone, lifting, keep the chin lifted. Interlace your fingers, rolling one shoulder under then the other. This might be enough. This is nice. You can also place a block underneath your sacrum. Get a little more space for the low back to lengthen the more you push your feet into the floor. And then relax your glutes. It'll take you out of the pose a little bit. That's okay. Roll it out. Come on back in. Interlace your hands the other way. Bring the other shoulder under first. Satu Bandha Chaturanga. Exhale, roll it out. Setting up for Urdhva Dhanurasana. Find your bridge legs, get the lower body into bridge, nice and easy. Make sure your knees and toes are in the same line, so you don't want it like sickles or anything. Arms are pretty wide, wider than my shoulders, or definitely outer shoulder distance. Elbows facing sky. I'm gonna come to the top of the head. Lift my heels so I have a little more room for that low back to play, and then straighten arms and legs together. Push into your feet to get the shoulders over the wrists. And then come down when you feel like it. Breathing in. There are plenty of days where, today this feels pretty good, but there are plenty of days where I don't do Urvajanrasana at all. Still a yogini. It's all fine. Some of us are naturally backbending and some of us maybe are not. So it's nice to play with stuff that's challenging, but you still need to respect your boundaries, right? Going for round 2, like 95% of the time, feels better than round 1. So try it. Where's that 5% of the time where it doesn't? That's you, then come out of it. My legs actually felt pretty straight there. It felt pretty good. I don't know what it looks like, but that internal structure felt pretty nice. And last one. And down. Dropping knees to the right. Back through center, knees to the left. A couple times. Wrist circles, drawing knees to chest. A couple low back circles, 1 or 2 each direction. And I'm going to take a number 4. Stretch. I think this is Hindulasana actually. And then hips right, knees left. Just taking a twist, it's going to help neutralize the spine nice and easy. It doesn't need to be fancy. Can be fancy, but it doesn't have to be. Take it to the other side. Hips left, knees right. Set yourself up for your final relaxation. Shavasana, Ardha Shavasana, seated meditation.
stay in Shavasana, please do so. If you're ready, start to move the fingers and toes. Maybe do some wrist and ankle circles, reaching out through the arms and legs. Just inviting movement back into the body, maybe giving yourself a little hug to any degree. And taking the next few breaths to make your way up to a comfortable seat. If you like one side to roll onto, feel free. If that's not your thing, that's okay. Coming on up. Hopefully feeling all right. Oh, sorry for that loud noise. Finding your blanket to sit on. The elbows underneath the shoulders. Whatever seated position you have, sit up tall. Take a moment to find that inner proprioception and adjusting. Some of us tend to lean forward or back, even in our comfortable seat. See if you can find straight out of the perineal floor. And allowing yourself to find a sense of relaxation in any position or situation you're in today. I'm going to end with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which means may all beings be happy and free 3 times, and then peace, peace, and perfect peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 1 time, and then 1 Om. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hands to heart center, heart to head, head to heart. Namaste, yogins. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for playing along. Namaste.